Hi, I'm going to tell you guys a great story about God's deliverance when I lived down in the jungles of Central America, Mexico, Guatemala, Honduras for about 16 years. And I didn't have papers, I was illegal, I was on the run, so I had to ride the cargo trains. And it's very, very dangerous because they have kidnappers jump out of the jungle, they'll stop the trains and then have a kid pick up a rope across the train track on a long straight stretch, and then a bunch of kids, and then the train will stop because they don't want to hit the rope and hurt the kids. And then our men jump out of the jungle and with masks and everything, and they take everybody off the train and they slaughter them. And so it is very, very dangerous. But I want to tell you guys a little bit about this story, and so you can see the deliverance of the ineffable majesty on high. And this is just an example of earthly deliverance. So I want you to keep this in mind when you think of God's sovereign deliverance of ourselves, those who are once born, twice born, and He delivering us, saving us from sin. Because that's what that word means. It's called soteriology, soteria in the Greek, and it means to be saved from sin. And the secondary meaning is, because of that primary salvation, saved from the deadly consequence of sin, which is eternal separation from God. So I hope you enjoy this next little clip. God bless you, and please cultivate a relationship with the ineffable majesty on high. A personality dominates the Bible, and He wants to have a relationship with us. God bless you.
Because it's all jungle. The train might pull over and sit there for a week. You don't know. So, but I knew we had very little time to get the antivenom before we died. Because they stung me, I don't know how many times. But I looked at my buddy, and he had little white bags all over him, right? Because he was darker than me. They actually sting him more than they do me. Which is another story. But, so, by the time we got this little pueblito, I'm stumbling into the town, and I'm having a real hard time breathing. And I'm like, Avispas Africana. Avispas Africana. And this little kid who spoke English got on his bike and he rode to the pharmacy. He comes back with the antivenom and he says, "Do you want the shot, the antivenom shot?" And I'm like, "Please," right? I'm dying, And so he hits me in the shoulder with this antivenom, and I'm like, "Oh, that's some pretty good stuff. Can I